Judge, this is a case of the Cassidys.
Thank you. You all may be seated. Miss Cassidy, you brought this case before the court. What's going on?
We were married for several years, and he adopted my son from my first marriage, which meant my first husband relinquished all rights, and he doesn't want to take care of the child anymore now that we're divorced.
Okay, sir, is there a reason you don't want to take care of your son?
Well, he's not my son.
Well, yes, he is. You adopted him.
I thought I was in love with her. I just wanted to please her.
So you didn't really love the child at all, your son? Because he is your son, just so we're clear. You're not going to be able to say things like, it's not my child. You adopted this child legally. This is your child.
Well, he's not blood. He's her son. He's not my blood son. He's a redhead.
What does that have to do with anything, the color of his hair?
Kids.
What does the color of his hair have to do with anything?
I just always hated redheaded kids.
Okay. How did the two of you meet?
Well, I had been divorced several years, and
We open this emotional case with Miss Cassidy standing before the judge. Her voice is steady, but the pain is clear. Her ex-husband adopted her son from a previous marriage, but now that their relationship is over, he's walking away from his responsibility. The judge wastes no time setting the record straight. Adoption is forever, and legal ties don't break just because hearts do. The ex's cold response: "He's not my blood." What? That's not how parenting works. Do you think love makes a parent, or is it all about biology? And here comes the shocker. He starts criticizing the child for having red hair. Yep, you heard that right. This man actually says, "I always hated redheaded kids." The courtroom pauses in disbelief, but Judge Vonda, she doesn't flinch. She shuts that nonsense down immediately, reminding him that legal adoption is fatherhood. Period. How shallow do you have to be to try to dodge child support over a hair color?
Yes, he's a farmer.
Ma'am, I will give you your opportunity to speak in just a moment, okay? Go ahead, sir.
So my friends took me out to a club. I call them mammary clinics. Took me out to a mammary clinic for my birthday, and that's where I met her, and she strapped it to me, and I fell in love with her that night. And
you fell in love enough to adopt her son?
To marry her, because I thought I was in love with her.
Okay.
And so we got married, and she coaxed me into adopting her kid.
Okay, you adopted your child, and you're here today because she wants you to
pay child support.
Pay child support and take care of your child.
He's more of a ballerina than he is a boy.
What do you mean by a ballerina?
I don't want that kid. He's.
Sir, you adopted this child.
Well, let his own father adopt him back.
Wait a minute. His father terminated his rights, and you adopted this child.
Well, she can talk.
I'm not about to play this game with you, sir. Mr. Cassidy, we're not doing that today, okay? This is your child. You legally adopted the child, and you can be legally responsible for paying child support as well.
Well, his first dad gave up his rights. How come I can't give up my rights?
Well, you know what? We're not doing that today. Today, you're going to take care of this child, okay?
Okay, what?
And you're not going to.
As the judge digs into their past, we find out how they met. A mammary clinic, his weird word for a club, a birthday, and a whirlwind romance that led to marriage and adoption. But now he claims he was coaxed into fatherhood and calls the boy a ballerina, trying to insult his masculinity. What would you say to a man who says this about a child he chose to adopt? The judge has had enough. She makes it clear. This child is legally his, and the ex can't just give up on the child like he's returning a gift he didn't want. Miss Cassidy tries to keep her cool, but it's heartbreaking. She even dyed the boy's hair, hoping it would help the man accept him. Let that sink in. Reaction: imagine altering your child's appearance just to make him lovable in someone else's eyes. It's painful and sad.
How much money do you make a year?
Approximately 83.
83,000. And ma'am, now I'm to you. What does this mean, farmer?
I'd rather not go into detail.
Okay. $83,000 a year. And sir, you said, how many other children do you have?
I have 2.
2, okay. So you have 3 kids
They're
total.
not redheaded either.
Sir, the color of their hair should not affect whether or not you decide to be a father to those children versus your adopted son. You understand?
I understand.
Okay, well, as long as you understand. I have your gross, yes ma'am.
So I've dyed the little boy's hair now, so
What color is his hair now, ma'am?
His hair is the same color of his now.
And you all are aware that the color of this child's hair doesn't matter in terms of the financial responsibility, right?
I understand that, but he doesn't, so I'm just trying to make it to where he
I don't
likes
want to buy
his son.
tutus for
You
the
know
rest
what?
of
It is
his life.
ridiculous. She even had to dye the child's hair to even make you receive any type of comfort, sir. That's ridiculous. Now, at $83,000 a year, I have your gross at $6,916.67.
Wow.
Who carries health insurance for this child?
I do.
How much is it for the child only?
$230 a month.
$230. Okay, sir, you're going to reimburse that to her monthly. Yes, you are. And your net comes out to $5,482.88.
Oh.
Yes. What? Do we need to call an ambulance? You okay? Oh, okay.
Yeah, maybe an ambulance might help me.
Okay, well, right now I'm getting ready to help you with these numbers, okay?
Or a
Giving you
12
credit for
gauge.
the other children that you have. Your child support obligation is $808.72 plus the health insurance reimbursement of $230 a month. That makes your monthly obligation $1,038.72.
Now it's about money. The ex makes $83,000 a year. He's got 2 other kids, none with red hair, he's quick to point out. Again, what's with this guy and hair? The judge begins calculating support and insurance reimbursements. And when he hears he owes $1,387 a month, he nearly faints. He jokes about needing an ambulance, but let's be real. This child needs stability, not sarcasm. Do you think $1,387 a month is fair for a man making $83K? Miss Cassidy brings up back pay, rightfully so, but the judge informs her it wasn't in the initial paperwork. The ex tries once more to make excuses, talking about the overhead of farming. But the judge isn't having it. She reminds him that just like he grows crops, he helped grow a family, and now he needs to take care of what he planted. He can feed cattle, but he can't support a child he adopted.
Well, there's a lot of overhead for farming.
Well, you know what?
Well-
Dye your hair red.
Well, that's not going to help me pay my bills. That's
It
not going to help
might.
me feed my cattle.
Well, you know what? You might want to choose some different alternatives.
Well, you got to eat. That's what. Where do you think your food comes from?
You grow my food?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And I pay for it from you, right?
Well, yeah.
Okay. Well, guess what? You're going to continue to grow your food and you're going to take care of this child who's now the hair is dyed because you had a problem with the color of the child's hair. Ridiculous. Is there anything further here?
Yes, the last year that he hasn't paid, can he pay the back pay as well?
You know what? That is a great question. Are you asking for back pay today, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, unfortunately, you did not put that in your paperwork.
And just when you think it couldn't get any more ridiculous, Miss Cassidy jokingly suggests, well, maybe he should just remarry me to avoid paying. Even the judge chuckles, but quickly reminds them this isn't reunification court. The ID claims to be back with another wife and kids, proving he's moved on. But clearly, he hasn't matured. Should courts be tougher on adoptive parents who try to walk away like this? Judge Vonda Bailey brings it all home with a powerful legal reminder. When you adopt a child, you're in it for life. No backsize, no excuses. She orders the monthly support and closes the case with authority. The takeaway? Parenting is about commitment. No matter how messy the breakup or what color your child's hair is, under Texas law, adoption carries the same weight as biological parenting. Even
You did
post-divorce,
not ask
that
previously.
legal and
I
moral
can't award it to you.
responsibility doesn't
Okay.
disappear.
So, monthly obligation. Listen,
Judge, there's another
you don't
option.
need all of that.
If he wants to come back and remarry me, we can do that. Then he won't have to worry about child support.
Well, I mean, that's an option.
I'm going back to my ex-wife.
That's an option.
I've got my other wife and kids. They're coming back. We're back
Just
together.
thought as long as he was
okay.
going back and forth, you know.
Oh, well, I'm glad to see you.
No going back.
Well, I'm glad to see that you moved on, and I'm glad to see that you're open to that possibility. But unfortunately, this is not reunification court.
Maybe she
This is
should go
child
back to
support
the
court.
memory clinic and go to
So,
work.
well, guess what? If there's nothing further, you all are dismissed.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Want to give that to your wife? Maybe she'll have you comb your hair.
Do that here.
This case was a roller coaster of emotions, from denial and excuses to legal reality. If you believe every child deserves support, no matter the circumstances, hit that like button, subscribe for more real courtroom drama, and drop a comment below. Would you ever forgive someone who walked away from your child like this?